What if I told you that one of the world's poorest nations just pulled off one of the biggest housing miracles of the 21st century, in a remarkable move that has stunned international observers? Captain Ibrahim Traoré, the leader of Burkina Faso, unveiled an ambitious new project, a city with 50,000 homes, built from scratch and set to be handed over to the people free of charge. Yes, you heard that right, 50,000 homes in a new city, and no one is paying a dime. This isn't some neighborhood or modest development project. This is an entire city built from the ground up, and it's about to be given away. No mortgages, no rent, no fine print. Just a city built by Burkinabe for Burkinabe with no handouts or foreign loans. This is not just a housing project. This is a revolution. While the world debates over policy, Traoré has gotten to work. Concrete has been laid. Walls are rising. And keys are being handed out. This is a stark contrast to the usual political rhetoric we hear from world leaders who talk big but fail to deliver. Ibrahim Traoré isn't just talking, he's building, literally and figuratively. A declaration of independence from poverty. Traoré's vision is about more than just providing homes. It's about reshaping the future of Burkina Faso and Africa as a whole. He's demonstrating that true leadership doesn't come from waiting for international approval or relying on aid, it comes from taking action. In a world that often sees Africa as a basket case, Traoré is doing something that no one thought possible. He's flipping the narrative. This 50,000 home city project is an example of reparative leadership, putting the people first, building an infrastructure that will help them stand on their own feet. In a region too often depicted as poor, unstable, and dependent on the global system, Traoré has risen above these stereotypes. He's not asking for help. He's showing the world that African nations don't need saving. They need sovereignty, and they need the tools to build their future. A home is more than just shelter for Traoré. A home isn't just a building. It's a foundation for a better life. It's a source of dignity, security, and stability. When you provide someone with a home, you give them the opportunity to thrive. This 50,000 home city is about much more than just providing shelter. It's about giving people the power to break free from the cycles of poverty and instability. The project reflects the deeply rooted cultural values of Burkina Faso. The homes themselves aren't just concrete boxes. They're designed for extended families with space for kinship, which is highly valued in Burkinabe culture. There's a focus on creating a community, not just a collection of houses. Schools, markets, parks, and clinics are all integrated into the design, ensuring that the city is a self-sustaining, vibrant place where people can live, work, and thrive together. Building without asking for permission. What makes this project even more impressive is the context in which it was built. Burkina Faso faces international sanctions, diplomatic isolation, and a fragile global economy. Yet, rather than bowing to these pressures, Traoré turned inward, relying on local resources and community expertise to get the job done. This wasn't just a construction project. It was a movement, a local, homegrown effort to transform the nation. Instead of waiting for foreign aid or international loans, Traoré empowered his people to build this city themselves. He mobilized local workers, from bricklayers to electricians, ensuring that the city was built by Burkinabe hands using Burkinabe know-how. Thousands of jobs were created in the process, and the economy around the city flourished. This isn't just about building homes, it's about creating an entire ecosystem of labor, innovation, and pride. Traoré didn't import labor or materials from abroad, he invested in his own people, showing the world that Africa's future will be built by Africans, not foreign contractors. A city built for the people. Not for profit. Unlike many development projects that are designed for profit, this city is being built for the people. The homes won't be sold to the highest bidder. Instead, they'll be given to the citizens of Burkina Faso free of charge. This isn't a trickle-down system that perpetuates inequality, it's a model of direct redistribution. No mortgages, no rent, no evictions. Just a simple transfer of ownership, giving the people what they deserve, a chance at a better life. In a world where housing is often treated as a commodity, Traoré is treating it as a human right. He's taking land that was once hoarded by corrupt landowners and giving it back to the people. This isn't charity, it's a bold statement of self-determination. It's a repudiation of the old colonial mindset that viewed Africa as a place to extract resources, not as a place for Africans to build their own future. Empowering the workforce. One of the most impressive aspects of this project is how it has empowered the local workforce. By relying on local labor and expertise, Traoré has created thousands of jobs and given people the skills they need to continue building their own future. From bricklayers to engineers, from plumbers to electricians, the people of Burkina Faso have been trained and employed to build their own city. Women who have traditionally been excluded from the construction industry were trained and given the opportunity to work on the project. This is a truly inclusive initiative that's breaking down barriers and providing people with the tools they need to succeed. The construction of this city has become its own economic engine. Micro-businesses have sprung up to support the workers, from food stalls to tool rental shops to childcare services. Traoré didn't just build houses, he built an entire economic infrastructure that will continue to thrive long after the city is complete. A future-proof city safety and security are also a central part of the design. The city is equipped with a state-of-the-art security system, including community patrol units staffed by locals, emergency response centers, and solar-powered streetlights. Traoré knew that a city isn't just about buildings, it's about ensuring that people feel safe in their homes. This city was built with the future in mind. It's not just about surviving today, it's about thriving tomorrow. In addition to the security features, the city also includes vital infrastructure like fire departments, medical emergency stations, and disaster response plans. Burkina Faso, like many African nations, is vulnerable to unpredictable weather and regional threats. Traoré's vision ensures that the city is not only safe, but resilient in the face of adversity. Changing the narrative, the world has long viewed Burkina Faso as one of the poorest, most unstable nations in Africa. But Ibrahim Traoré has shattered that image. By building this city, he's sending a clear message to the world. Africa doesn't need to wait for foreign aid or investment to solve its problems. It can build its own future with the strength and will of its own people. This project is not just about building homes, it's about changing perceptions. It's a challenge to the global powers that have long seen Africa as a place to be saved, rather than a place that can save itself. Traoré's city is a model for what's possible when a nation takes control of its own destiny. It's a testament to the power of self-reliance and local initiative, and it's inspiring others across the continent to follow suit. The global impact this housing project is sending ripples through the global political and economic landscape. Investors are beginning to see Burkina Faso as an untapped potential, and other African leaders are taking notes. The city of 50,000 homes is no longer just a local achievement, it's a global milestone. Traoré has redefined what leadership looks like. He didn't wait for permission. He didn't seek validation. He just did it. And now the world is watching. Traoré's success has reshaped how people think about African leadership. He's shown that true leadership isn't about waiting for the right conditions or relying on external forces. It's about taking action, doing the hard work, and building something that will last. He's shown that Africa doesn't need to ask for help. It can take charge and create its own future. The future is no. Traoré's work is far from over. The 50,000 homes are just the beginning. Plans are already underway to expand the city further, with job zones, technology parks, and transit corridors to link the city with the rest of the country. Burkina Faso is entering a new era, one where it builds its own future, from the ground up. Ibrahim Traoré has shown the world what true leadership looks like. He's not just building homes, he's building a nation. And in doing so, he's rewriting the global narrative about Africa. This is a story of self-reliance, empowerment, and sovereignty. It's a blueprint for how developing nations can reclaim their destiny, and it's a reminder to the world that Africa is no longer waiting for a savior, it's becoming one.